A Dragonlings Haunted Halloween. Dragonlings of Valdir, Book 1.2 by S. E. Smith. Performed by David Brenin. Chapter 1. Traelin's dragon stirred deep inside of him. Its low groan echoed through him, pulling him awake. Unsure of what had woken him, he lay still with his eyes closed and let his senses take over. He was under attack. "Again?" his dragon groaned, rolling over inside of him and burying its head. "You get this time." "Coward," Traelin replied, as the soft sound of a muffled giggle filled the air. His lips twitched as he tried to act like he wasn't aware of what was about to happen. The covers of the bed tugged and moved for a brief second before it stopped. Another soft, muffled giggle escaped. At least he knew where one of his attackers was this time. Now he needed to find out where the other one was hiding. He rolled over onto his back and cracked his eyelids just enough to scan down the bed. The small lump under the covers moved stealthily toward him. From the giggle, it had to be Jade. Lifting the covers up so he could see her, he grinned when she froze. "Caught you," Traelin growled in triumph before his brow creased into a frown as he studied her. "What have you two gotten into this time? Where's your sister?" Jade gave him a mischievous grin, causing Traelin's eyes to widen in suspicion. Alarm spread through him when she suddenly scurried up under the covers, and he got a better look at her. Was that thread holding together deep cuts to her forehead, face, and neck? And why was she turning green? Throwing the covers back, he barely had time to open his arms before she hit him in the chest with a low growl. "Simba, where are you? Jade is hurt," he called out in panic as he held her up above him so he could see the injuries better. "Dada!" Jade squealed. "Dada!" Amber yelled. Traelin's eyes widened even further when he saw Amber's body falling through the air above him as she suddenly shifted over the bed. He barely had time to lay Jade next to him so he could catch the falling figure of his other daughter in his arms. He grunted and winced when her foot caught him in the crotch. He swore he was going to have to start wearing protective gear as the girls got older. A muffled curse escaped him when he saw Amber's face. Since when did she grow hair? On her face? He pulled back as she snapped her sharp teeth at him and growled fiercely. Now that he was used to. "Cara!" Traelin yelled as Jade, not to be outdone, crawled onto his stomach and started bouncing up and down. "Cara, help!" A loud yelp escaped him when Jade landed lower at the same time as Amber successfully bit down on his ear. He didn't stand a chance when they doubled up on him, which was always. The beautiful laughter of his maid echoed in the room a moment before his lower extremities were rescued from further harm. The moment Jade was safely tucked in Cara's arms, he wrapped his arms around Amber's wiggling body and rolled. The move made her squeal loudly in his ear. The thought that he didn't really need to hear out of that ear anymore swept through his mind for a brief moment before he buried his nose in her neck and nibbled. A muffled laugh escaped him when she squealed again. Pulling back, he gazed down at her with a puzzled expression. His mouth automatically opened when she reached up to it. He nibbled absent-mindedly on her tiny fingers as her furry face stared up at him with adoring eyes. "You look like a miniature Vox," he said with a frown. "How did that happen?" "She's a werewolf," Cara chuckled, sitting on the bed and releasing Jade. "What happened to Jade?" Traelin asked in concern as she climbed up on his back and hung her green head over his shoulder. "She's Jadenstein," Cara teased. "I'm working on costumes for them. I was able to create a program that will show them what they would look like dressed as different things. They both went nuts when they saw the pictures of a werewolf and Frankenstein. I'll show it to you later." Traelin pushed up as Amber rolled and stuck her butt in his face. A moment later, both girls were crawling over his back. Fortunately for him, Cara had taken Amber's place. His eyes darkened with desire as she wiggled her body under his. He pressed up far enough for her to straighten out.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?